Hey, critical care nurses, are you ready for a shock question today? We have a patient that's in septic shock who is no longer responding to increasing doses of norepinephrine. Current findings include patient has a MAP of 52, heart rate of 128, temperature of 39.6, which is 103.3 Fahrenheit, glucose of 54, sodium of 126, and a potassium of 6.2. Which of the conditions is most likely? Most likely. So we have thyroid storm, A. B is neurogenic shock. C is acute adrenal insufficiency. And D is cardiogenic shock. Well, guys, one of the first things that should hit your radar when a patient has been responding and now no longer responds to catecholamines, you have to take into consideration that acute adrenal insufficiency, or C, can be the cause. And then we, of course, will switch over, very likely, to vasopressin at this point. Now, let's talk about why this occurs. When the adrenal gland does not put out adequate steroid, we lose our stress hormone. And when we have adrenal insufficiency, it's like saying Addison's disease, is it not? So what we see then is sodium go down, potassium goes up through the roof, patient's serum glucose bottoms, blood pressure bottoms, they get tachycardic, and in this particular case, this patient has septic shock. We also have fever to go along with it. So all of that is part and parcel of an acute adrenal insufficiency profile. So this patient needs a stress dose of steroid, right? So we need hydrocortisone. We need stress dose steroid on board in order to see if we can reverse these findings. In fact, if you look at the Surviving Sepsis Campaign guidelines, they talk about the possibility of, if nothing else works, you can try a stress dose of steroid to see if that might help in retaining or regaining vascular tone in a patient that remains hypotensive. Thyroid storm, the only part of this profile you'd see in a thyroid storm is the temp and the heart rate. Otherwise, the rest of it does not apply. Cardiogenic shock, again, we would, in this particular case, not see all of those changes in glucose and electrolytes. So I hope this was an interesting question for you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.